say we're not going to waste any time. We're jumping right into the today's special value. I have to say I have a sweet spot in my heart for Lazy Boy because my dad, who raised a family of girls, really never bought anything for himself. He had a Lazy Boy the entire time, I remember. And that was my dad's chair. And he probably had two in his lifetime that I remember, or maybe I should say in my lifetime, and then it got passed on to my brother-in-law, John. I mean, that's the cool thing about a Lazy Boy. You're not gonna do any better than a Lazy Boy. So why not spend your money well? This, to me, is very exciting because this is called the Pinnacle. This is their #1 best-selling silhouette for the last 15 years. So you know you're getting something that's really, really well-loved. Lots of people have tried this out, needless to say. You know, on the queue, over 200,000 recliners have already been sold. So we're going to give you a couple of choices. I'll go through the colors in a second. But you have the choice here. Do you want the Power XR? Now, if you were in the store, this is sort of like getting the luxury car. This is the luxury Lazy Boy, because I'm going to go ahead and take that remote out, and it will put me in wonderful ways so I can nap, I could watch Netflix, I could, you know, share the chair with my grand dog. That's the beauty of it. I want you to realize we also have the recliner that many of you, that's what my dad had, was the recliner. Now, when you shop with us, I can get you this upgraded customized chair and Lazy Boy in the Power for less than what you would spend for the manual out there in retail. 5 easy pays, or 12 or 18, no 18 if you're willing to use your Q card. That's the nice thing. So let me get my butt up here and not fall asleep, because that's the danger if I stay in this chair too long. This color right here is called Wicker. So come on over, I'll do the colors quick, and then we'll say Happy New Year to Molly, who's here. We love our Molly mentee. All right, so this tropic color is so beautiful. Wait till you see, we have it styled in the bedroom. It is so, so pretty. By the way, this is all iClean. So when we look at the different colors, don't let the fact that you've got kids, and this is an Instagram, right? I love the ivory furniture, and I think, how do these people do it? With Lazy Boy, you do it with iClean fabric. This one is called Indigo. So if you love denim and indigos, which are so popular in home decor, this has been so popular so far. This is Pearl. If you want the Pearl, we have 130 in the Power XR Plus and 3 dozen in the manual. That is it. Most popular at midnight, I don't blame you at all. This is the Wicker for those of us who have, like, I have brown leather furniture, but I want something to lighten it up a little bit. This would be perfect, absolutely perfect. This is Wicker. And then this is called Dove. So you could see how pretty. This has more of a gray tone to it. So those are all of your options. This is called the Pinnacle. That's the style on it. Price is going up at the end of the day. So as I walk over to Molly, I want you to think about this. If you want the Power XR Plus, which I highly recommend because we can get it to you with no extra charge, white glove delivery, for less money than the manual would cost you if you were out in retail. And I'm going to stop right here because 5 easy pays on that would be $346. The manual out in retail would be $2,170. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a lot less than you would even pay for the manual. 5 easy pays, if you want the manual though, it would be $224. Now here's the deal. If you have our QVC credit card, now's the time to use it. That's what this was designed for, like on a large purchase, because then I can offer you 18-month financing. 18-month financing on the Power XR Plus. That would be $96.11. If you want the manual and you want to use the Q card, and that's okay, right, Bri? $62.22. No extra cost, no delivery fee on this. 30 days to try it out and be comfortable. And the woman who knows more about Lazy Boy and who is always welcome here. Hi, Molly mentee. How are you?
Oh, happy New Year.
2025. How are you?
It's crazy.
Oh, I love your sparkles.
Oh, thank you. Just a little bit. So I'm so excited because
I'm glad to have you back.
I'm so excited to be back. You know what, though, to be back with the Pinnacle, which it has a special place. It's near and dear to my heart because 15 years ago, which is when I started here.
Is that when you started here?
And this was the absolute very first chair that we brought, the first recliner that I brought to QVC. And then it was our most popular. And still, 15 years later, this is still our most popular silhouette. So more people come into our showrooms, they sit in every other silhouette and they choose the Pinnacle because it's beautiful, because it's got these gorgeous rolled arms and all the cush, but it's not an overstuffed chair that is taking over your room. It's got this super high back, a 41-inch back, so it's gonna work for your family. In my family, I'm 5'3", my husband's 6'3". We have like a foot difference that we have to work on, and then we just filled it with the most premium upgrades. Look at this. This is our highest end power, Pat, that you're sitting in.
I was playing, sorry, I wasn't
right
even
there.
paying
You're just
attention.
playing. I know, you're like, I'm playing. Well, I like caught you playing and then brought the camera over to you. So look at that. That is the only wireless remote in the industry. This is the highest end power that we offer from the company that invented reclining furniture. Pat, I saw that you did what I do when I sit down. Because I'm a little shorter, I love to bring that head and neck pillow up just to give you a little support. That is all built into this chair. Then you're getting Tempur-Pedic memory foam, which is another premium upgrade that we built into this chair with our partnership with QVC. And then we have this gorgeous color palette that is so light and fresh for the new year. And you don't have to worry about things like the pearl, which you guys love so much when we launched this at midnight. This pearl color is, we always say like this is the whitest color we've ever had. We keep pushing that envelope. This is darn near white right here. And you know, I have two little boys at home, as you know. We have two crazy dogs, as you know. One is ancient. He's almost 17 years old.
Is he
I love him so much. But you know, life happens. So this right here is why you can have the beautiful style you want. This is the magic of iClean. I'm able to take this red wine and watch this. I'm gonna spill right here. I know you guys got new rugs. They told me not to ruin your rugs because it runs off of the iClean and onto these rugs. So I can roll this around like mercury. It sits on top of this fabric, and that's inherent to the fabric. And I'm taking a dry paper towel, no cleaner on this, and I'm just dragging it along, and there goes the crisis. There's no more worry. You can have the grandkids over or the kids, and look at this. We mount this on plexiglass, so nothing goes through to the other side to ruin the life of your chair. My grandmother, Pat, we always talk about, Helen, God rest her soul, she used to call herself the cleaning kid of Sunnyside. She was from Sunnyside and East Falls, Philadelphia, and she used to scrub her front steps, those marble steps, and she put plastic on her furniture because it was her investment piece. She just would have loved, if she could have lived, if she could have lived to see this technology, it would have been so amazing. And Louise called us at midnight and said that she had had her Lazy Boy recliner for 40 years.
Oh my gosh,
and it still looks so beautiful because she ended up covering it. So she takes the covers off, and I was like, oh my gosh, Louise, if only you had this, you would not have to do it.
She would have never had to do that.
So it's just so amazing. And you know, we're so excited to bring this to you right now. And also, if you were to get the Pinnacle from our showrooms, it would take 6 to 8 weeks to get it to you. But with our partnership with QVC, we're able to get this to you in 1 to 3 weeks based on your and the carrier's availability with in-home delivery and setup. So it's really white glove
extra
service.
charge for that.
No
extra charge for that. If you haven't been out shopping lately, trust me, you look at the price tag of what you're going to buy and then add hundreds of dollars, because that's what happens between the tax and what they're going to cost, what's going to cost you to have something delivered, the time to have it delivered. Molly, let's start from the beginning. What's the difference between the manual and the power?
So, you know, we still do manual reclining better than anyone else in the industry. As you talked about, your dad had it, and, you know, so many people love it. I'm sitting in the manual. It's a 3-position locking footrest, which means that you can really get into the position you want. It locks. And then a ratcheted back so you can snuggle in. But, you know, we do that better than anyone else in the industry. It's 54 individualized comfort positions, a total body and famous lumbar support in all of those positions that Lazy Boy is famous for. You have increased adjustability that you only get from Lazy Boy. Inside this chair is our highest end memory foam that we offer, which is a marriage between Lazy Boy and Tempur-Pedic, the same material that's in your highest end bed. So if you sleep in your Lazy Boy, you have that. But more people here at QVC and at our showrooms go, hold the phone. There is a wireless remote. Exactly. This is whisper silent, and they choose the power 2-to-1 over the manual. Because of this, this is also our highest end power. That's another motor. You can lift your head and neck up. You can increase that already famous lumbar support. I know you love that, Pat, because it just takes all of that, all of that pressure off your low back.
Yeah.
It still has that Tempur response memory foam, 4-sided construction, so it doesn't fall apart over time. And then we're still assembled right here from domestic and imported parts, as we have been since 1928.
Wow.
This is a commitment to the American worker. This is, we're in our 5 factories across the United States of America. I'm so proud of that. I'm one of the 8,000 jobs that we keep right here in the United States of America.
That's fabulous.
Okay, actually, they're showing right now. This is Dayton, Tennessee. I had the great privilege of going down to Dayton, Tennessee and seeing where the men and women that are our neighbors put these chairs together. And it's so funny, Pat, for so long I said that these were handcrafted chairs. And it was like a light bulb went off when I went down.
When you went there and you actually saw it
I
done.
was like,
because
oh my
it hits
goodness,
you.
these are actually handcrafted chairs. It's why, just like Louise's chair from 40 years ago is still has that lifetime limited warranty. It's still working in working conditions. It's because we still do what we used to do so well. And then we test and retest. These are the Pinnacles coming off the line, being tested and retested so that they're going to be able to live for your entire existence. That's what we always get called. People say that like you were talking about your dad. People have such sense memories about Lazy Boys because they last and last.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the colors.
I would love to.
All right, because we're not going to spend a whole hour on this, but we, throughout the day we will. But now's the time, if you have your heart set on a specific color. This Tropic, and we'll do this a little bit later, remind me, Brian, if you don't mind, because we have this set up in the bedroom, because this would be perfect in a bedroom, literally anywhere in your, viewing room, whatever the case may be, but it looks so pretty, this Tropic color.
Green is having a moment. I think we did this in such a fresh way with the teal green here. It's just so beautiful.
And then the indigo, navy blue, a couple years ago, the millennials just dove in on indigo and hasn't gone anywhere. And it looks nice. It looks great.
Looks so gorgeous. It fits with so many. If you're doing a more Americana, a more farmhouse, if you're going into, coastal vibes, this is perfect for you.
All right, here's the pearl. 15 years ago when you first brought us this, did we ever do any colors this light?
No, it was like dark green and dark red. And the pearl is just so gorgeous because of that iClean technology.
Well, very popular again this morning. Only 130 remaining in the Power XR Plus and 35 remaining in the manual in the pearl. So if you want that pearl, get it in the cart and make sure that you check out. And by the way, we could do bill to, ship to. We'll talk to you about that. Then the wicker.
So the wicker is our warm tone neutral that you have. I want to just come in close right here. You can see how high end this fabric is. It has this heathered look to it, and it is so, so gorgeous. So you're getting this soft, supple, gorgeous fabric that is actually our highest end stain resistancy fabric that we offer.
And then here's our dove,
which is the cool tone. So these two being very similar, but this is going to be our cool tone, gray tone in that same vibe.
The chair isn't oversized. It's not taking up the whole room. If everybody doesn't mind, and I know it's going to be a walk, but Matt's here.
Yes.
And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. One is,
let's walk over.
One is about home delivery. And listen, if you guys want to talk Lazy Boy, we'd love to hear you. Molly and I would love you to give us a call this morning.
Favorite
Tell us about your Lazy Boy, please. Or about your dad or your mom who had a Lazy Boy. We'd love to hear it, so don't be afraid. But let's talk about this, because this isn't an extra cost.
Which is unheard of in the furniture industry.
Yes.
You're going to get a call in 7 to 10 business days. You get that call and you call us back, and you pick a date and time that works for you, or if you're gifting this to someone. Our delivery men are happy to bring it upstairs into a bedroom, downstairs into the basement.